Hello, this is John from Chainsaw Buffet, and this is my Thing of the Week. If you've listened to our podcast for long enough, you've probably heard me talk about the topic of iterative game design at least once. The video game industry, especially here in the West, has welcomed the concept, and there are several big-name franchises that have achieved huge success with it, namely sports titles such as the Madden series. But as we move to the next generation of consoles, I think it's time to revisit one of my favorite soapboxes. From my perspective at least, I can't see any practical reason why a franchise like Madden couldn't change its iterative design model from releasing a marginally improved $60 game every year to a model where, instead of buying a new disc, you pay for a digital download that updates your old Madden title with new features, updated rosters, and whatever else you get from buying the New Year's version at a price of, say, $15 to $20. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. It's because $60 is obviously more than $20, right? But think about where your $60 go when you buy a brand spanking new game. Some of it goes to manufacturing the disc, shipping those discs to retailers, not to mention the retailers themselves, so why not cut some of that overhead? If you're skeptical about whether or not such a model could actually work, it already has, and yes, the answer is fighting game related. Sometime after Super Street Fighter 4 was released, Capcom realized there was still demand for updates to the overall game in addition to adding new characters. Eventually, they would go on to answer that demand with Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. The new version added a host of changes and 4 new characters, and in addition to a disc-based release, players who already owned Super Street Fighter 4 could purchase the Arcade Edition update by paying $15, which was naturally less than the disc version. Fast forward to today, and Capcom is using the same model with the upcoming update titled Ultra Street Fighter 4. Like Arcade Edition, Ultra will add new characters in addition to balance adjustments and new features, and players will have the option of downloading the update to their old Super Street Fighter 4 disc for $15, or buy the new version on a disc for $40. It's worth noting that this model also has another benefit that might catch a company like EA's attention. It would drastically reduce the selling of Madden titles back to stores like GameStop, which is something they've tried and failed to do repeatedly in the past. After all, why would you sell your disc back at a loss to a used game store when you can get the updated version a few months at a discount just for keeping your old disc? I'm not saying this model would work for every type of game, but this seems like a natural strategy for not just fighting games, but sports titles as well. Of course, if series like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Guitar Hero have taught us anything, it's that myopic mega publishers might not be willing to deviate from what's always worked until the ship is already underwater. So what do you think? Would a hybrid model like Capcom's end up making Madden and other franchises even more successful, or is the concept an idealistic pipe dream? Let us know in the comments or contact us on Twitter, Facebook, or by email. Be sure to tune in every week for the latest topic of discussion, and until then, thanks for watching.